Greetings, this is Nick Bokert with Marshall Amplification. Welcome to Summer NAMM 2015 in the sauna known as Nashville. They have great players here. Unfortunately, some of them aren't playing the show today, including myself, but I am playing a great amp. This is a new Astoria range from Marshall. Has a total of 9 pieces in it. It's all hand-wired, made in England, all tube. There are 3 groups within the family. There's the classic range, which is the green and cream. There's the custom range, which is the blood red and the cream, and then there's the jewel, which is the dark, kind of darkish navy blue or whatever you want to call it, with cream. They all have very different features. Like I said, they're all tube. KT66s in the power stage, a GZ34 rectifier tube, and then varying amounts of 12AX7s in the front end. The classic has 3, the custom and the jewel have 4. The reason they have 4 is they have a tube-driven effects loop, so one of the tubes, half of it deals with the send, the other half deals with the return. These are no-nonsense, keep it simple, cool-sounding amps. They're not reshoots of anything. They're just great modern hand-wired amps with a vintage vibe, but with some more modern-esque features. So to that end, what we've done is these are hand-wired amps done in England by English people who are very talented. Been doing this for 30-odd years. If you look very closely, you'll see that the hand wiring is done on turrets mounted on a black PCB. The reason we've done that is because we wanted to eloquently marry the old hand-wired technology with the post-hand-wired technology with the switching. But let me assure you, if you're a purist, that the signal path, the all-important tone path, is 100% all tube with point-to-point wiring. Signal does not go through switches. If you think that, there's a good place called Betty Ford. Go there immediately because you need help. Like I said, the classic one is very simple. Has a sensitivity control as opposed to a gain control because it's a low gain amp with a lot of headroom. Each of these amps, by the way, has a push-pull circuit on the master volume. When you pull it, it drops the output down to 5 watts, making it ideal for home use, studio use, and small club use. So it's the best of both worlds. But this one stays pretty damn clean. When you turn the sensitivity all the way up, it's got a minor bit of grit, but it's not what people expect from Marshall. So if we'd have labeled that gain, people would tell us the amp was broken. So we called it sensitivity because it's purely for the clean player and for the guy who uses a lot of pedals, and there are a lot of guys out there. When we move to the custom, which is the one I was just using, there's the extra tube because of the effects loop and a lot more gain, and there's a 20 dB boost, which is foot switchable. There's also a pull switch on the treble, which boosts the brightness from 4K up by 6 dB. There's also a body switch on the gain. When you pull it out, it boosts the bass by 8 dB from 120 Hertz down, so you get a lot more body. That's that one. It has the effects loop. By the way, on the effects loop, as opposed to being valve, send and return, it has a level control. What that means is you can balance or imbalance the sound when the effects loop is activated via the foot switch, or balance it to the straight sound, if that makes sense. The other cool thing about that is because it's got a level control, what you can do is, if you want, if you can dead patch it, shut the hell up, that sucks. There's some awful stuff happening here today, by the way. It's very, very annoying. People with harmony vocal things. If you can't sing and you've got a harmony on it, you still blow. It's just harmonized blowing. So anyway, back to this. With the effects loop, you can dead patch it, put a small patch cable between the send and the return, and then use the level to reduce or lift up the level, and then when you switch it in and out, you've got another level control. So that acts very well there. Finally, we come to the blue and cream one. This is called the Jewel for one obvious reason. It's got 2 channels. Jewel, they share the same EQ network, so there's a volume for the clean, and then there's a gain control and a volume control for the OD. They're all available as a head and a cabinet, and also a 1x12 combo, 30 watts or 5 watts, depending where you have the master volume pushed in or pushed out. The speaker in all 3 cabinets, which match their respective components in terms of the vinyl color. It's a custom voiced 12-inch, 75 watt, 8 ohm Celestion creamback, and that speaker also lurks in the 3 cabinets. And I've had enough, so I'm going to a bar to drink heavily. So thanks for listening, and if you play, God bless you, just have fun with it, because that's how music is spelled, F-U-N. Thank you, good night.